Good evening. We're currently in my junky bedroom. Excuse it. I'm heading to the seed room, which is right next door to it. But here it is, y'all, in all this junky splendor. And my bed, just like my couch, can never stay clean, okay? Okay. And then this is the back room. That's the other room, the bathroom. And now we're going into the seed room. Uh, I decided to come on. First of all, let me show you. I repotted. And why is this one looking dry? It feels nice and moist, so I'm going to just let it stay. I repotted those tomatoes today. So I left them, instead of 4 to a cup, I split them up to 2 in a cup. Because the ones that I did the other day, I left 2 in, those 2 cherry tomatoes. So I decided to leave 2 in each cup. And as they grow, then I'll change up the cups. But I think they'll be okay, 2 to a cup for now, because I didn't want to stress them. I said if I put them 1 to a cup, that might stress them a little bit. So I kept them with the partner. I married them. So there we go. So I only had to fill up 2 of those cups. Alrighty, so the seedlings are doing excellent. I did lose one. I lost a tomato. It was a yellow moon, and that was one where I had 3 to a cup, and it was the weakest seed. But it looked good. It had good roots on it. So I went on and stuck it in that cup the other day, and it died on me. So I just plucked it out today and threw it away. My lettuce is dying, and the reason is that the lettuce wasn't getting any light, so I moved it down here to the lower shelf so that it could get some of the light from this grow light. I don't know, y'all. It may or may not make it. It almost died on me once before, and I saved it, and now it looks as if it's on its last leg. But if it doesn't make it, well, yeah, I will be sad, because I've had this for a month now, and it was doing so good in the bag. But I can always start some more. Right now, I can plant some outside, or I might just start some in the seed thing, and it will go outside within the next few weeks. So I'm not really, well, yeah, I am concerned. Let me stop going back and forth with that. Here's my flower again. You know, I got this new leaf right here from the grow light. Well, look at there. Another one is coming right there. And it just sprouted out today. Even my flowers. This flower goes outside in the summer. I hang it. And it does really well out there, especially once the rain hits it. And it survived well over the winter. Philodendrons, nothing kills them anyway. You have to pretty much massacre the plant yourself if you want it to die. They grow. Okay, now to the seedlings. First of all, I need to switch over. I'm using the heating mat. The ground cherries are on the heating mat, so I did that for a few hours. I switched it over at about, I say about 6 or 7 this evening, only for a few hours. My gooseberries were born. I've got one coming on the very end right there. And then you see one came up there and one came up at the back, and I have a second one coming up. It's the Aunt Molly's, which is really shocking because those Aunt Molly's usually appear real quick, but it's not too late. If they do not germinate by the end of the week, I will be throwing some more seed in there, because Aunt Molly's, that's the only variety that I've ever grown. And so that's the one I was least worried about, and now here I am worried. My cotton and loofah stratified, so I planted just 1 loofah seed right there where you see the popsicle stick. That's the 1 seed that I planted of the loofah, because remember last year I planted about 3 or 4 loofahs, and all of them took, and my whole greenhouse was overtaken by the loofah. And then I didn't have enough warm days to finish it off. So I just decided to plant 1 loofah seed. this whole row I made 4 cotton signs. So I planted 20 cotton seeds on today. And so those will germinate and they'll grow pretty quickly. So once they grow up, then I'll transfer the cotton to cups. So the cotton won't show up for a good, I would say 2 weeks or so, if not longer. Look at the peanuts. Plant number 1, look at it. That one is doing really good. See that one? So it's growing. Plant number 2 and plant number 3. They're all doing really well. The Carmen peppers are doing very well. In fact, I can see and I have a new one coming up. So both seeds, I put 2 seeds in each cell. So, and then I have a third one coming up back here where you see my fingernail. So almost every seed germinated. The pimentos have arrived. All 3, every seed germinated. I have 3 in one that's germinated, 2 in the other, and 2 in the one in the back. I don't know if you can see those. And my Jimmy Nardellos have germinated in the first cell here. I have 2 coming. And I hear that is the pepper of peppers. There they are right there. And I can see them through the camera, but I don't know if you could. Oops, and my cotton popsicle fell down, popsicle stick. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to turn my tray because I still need the Cubanelles to come up, the Lesia, and the cherry peppers. That's what I really want because I want to do some stuffed cherry peppers this season. So here we go. And look at that dirt back there. So I need to get the vacuum cleaner out and get that cleaned up. Okay, so the cotton and ground cherries are coming off of the heat and the peppers are going on. Let's see. And like I said, actually the heat, although once plants germinate, you're supposed to take them off of the heat. Peanuts, that's a crop that likes heat. And peppers, actually, I think they like heat. I could be wrong, y'all. But they're going to be on the heat for the night. Probably when I go to bed, because I ended up taking 3 naps today, and I just woke up at 11 o'clock. So you know what that means. I'll be up for a while, and I'm going to finish off the Quirky Q bag, which I'll show you in a few minutes. But anyway, I think the peppers will be okay. But when I do go to bed, I think that I will turn the heating mat off because it'll stay warm for a while. And I just want the peppers that haven't germinated up front to get going. Okay, and look, there's the pimento. We're doing a close-up. Okay, and look at these ground cherries. These are the pineapple ground cherries. And I counted the plants. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back there is a whole cluster. I think I have 13 in all. So like I said, with all these ground cherries, we're going to be swimming in them. So I may end up giving some away if my sister doesn't want. I know she said she wanted 1 of each variety or 2. So that's 6 plants altogether. I don't want that many. So I'll probably, like last year, I had a whole bunch of ground cherries and I donated them to the Grow Club. And the year before, someone else donated ground cherries to the Grow Club, and that's how I discovered them, when someone else had donated some plants to the Grow Club. So I took one, and I loved them, and it's been a staple ever since. So this will be my 3rd or 4th year. Oh, we've got a 4th peanut, y'all. Here it is. See it? So getting 4 out let me see, let me move it real, because I want it to come on up. There it is. See it? Wait, where is it? Oh, see? I'm glad I found my finger to put the camera on it. That's the 4th peanut. So if we get 2 more, that means that it will have been a perfect, and I'm just moving that around because I'm trying to keep the dirt loose around it. But 4 out of 6 isn't bad at all. That's 2 plants apiece for my sister and I. And I took the other peanuts that I stratified, And I just threw them back in there. I was like, I'm not planting them. I hope I didn't ruin them by having them in the refrigerator for 2 weeks. I don't think so. I think they'll be okay for next year, but I'm going to order some more anyway if I do some next year. Okay, so that's it for the seeds. Let's go to the living room. And let's see, we're at 10 minutes. Believe me, we're going to be off of here in the next 10 minutes. I am not going to do another hour-long video. That's just too much. Okay, let me turn the camera around. Wait. Okay. It's on me now. Hold on. And y'all know I have to stand this thing up. And why did I decide to come to my couch this way and look at my junk, y'all? Since y'all looking, I'm a mess. Okay. I think I have this right. Let's see. Nope. And I can't turn it around, so I have to do it this way. Hold on. Yeah, I need to clean up, y'all. I didn't do it this past weekend because I wasn't really feeling the best. And y'all know I had that doctor's appointment. I don't even know if I'm looking into the camera because I have it the wrong way. I should have flipped it earlier. So right now I'm looking at the back of my phone. So I hope y'all can see me. But I am looking in the camera. So hopefully I have this okay. I'm trying to keep the tripod from falling. Oops, I just let it down. Okay, back up. Okay, I hope y'all can see me. Okay, so the Quirky Q bag is just about done. I'm still not, I would say I'm 90% satisfied with it. I ended up, y'all saw when I took it down last night. And so what I did was I went with the smaller hook and I crocheted a little bit tighter. And I added, for the thicker yarn, I added yellow and white. And that seems to be balancing the bag out. And right now I'm trying to get past not liking it. I don't like how the bottom looks. But I really believe that once I get the handles on, I'm going to finish the bag up because I only have maybe 20 rows to go. I'm going to finish this up tonight. And then once I put the handles on, and then I always stuff my bags. Like, okay, for instance, this one again. If you look at it, it looks bigger than this one. Well, actually, it's not. It's the exact same size. What I do is I take towels, and you saw in that watermelon bag where I had the shawls in there, I always stuffed them to stretch them out. And then that's what makes it get the size. And then once I take those items out of the bag, it remains that size until it's washed. And then once it's washed, then you stretch it out again. Okay, so that's the reason why this one looks smaller. But I'm thinking that once I stuff it with the shawls and whatever I stuff it with, once it stretches out, I think it's going to really balance out where the thinner yarn will catch up to the thicker yarn at the bottom. Now, the thicker yarns in the middle, they seem to be okay, you know, as far as balancing out, but it's the bottom. You know, it's the bottom part of the bag that's sticking out. And that's what I don't like about it. So right now, I like it 95%. I think it looks better than it did yesterday. So I'm running the colors and I will be done with this tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. Okay, now what I came on for was to update you about the furnace. Well, the thermostat is gone. I called the company where it was purchased from, and I found out that my furnace is under warranty. It was actually under a 10-year warranty, so the warranty doesn't expire until 2027. Oh, the lady I talked to, her name was Holly. Oh, she was all nice and accommodating and everything until she found out I had the warranty. Then all of a sudden, she turned into a little beast, okay? That heifer. So she's trying to rush me along, and so she tells me, you're under warranty for all parts and all the furnace itself for replacement and all this stuff. She was like, but you must pay for the labor and you must pay for the service call. So I'll get you scheduled right away. I was like, hold it, stop right there. I was like, don't rush me. I was like, you were talking all slow and sweet, you know, 5 minutes ago. I was like, okay, I have some questions. Number one, why do I have to pay for the service call, and why do I have to pay for the labor? Because that's not added to the warranty. And I said, but I have the diamond warranty. I thought that covered everything. And so when I re-looked at it, the small print, okay, that's the part. Okay, so she's still trying to schedule me. She was like, okay, so I'm gonna schedule you. I said, no, you're not. I said, because let me back up. Okay, so that's the furnace itself. And at this point, she didn't know if it was something to do with the furnace or if it was the thermostat. So then we discussed the thermostat, and I told her what was going on and everything. And she was like, well, I'm not sure. She was like, because usually if the thermostat go out, the furnace won't run. I said, well, the furnace is running. I said, although I'm no technician, but my thought is that the time change somehow or another knocked me offline. And that's the reason why the screen has gone blank. And she said, well, does the screen boot up when you touch it? I said, yes, it does. It lights up, but it's just a blank screen. So she said, you know what? You might be right. She said, so before I schedule you, she got a little nice again. She said, before I schedule you, I'm going to give you the number to Linux. And so you can call them, and there may be a way that they can send a signal to the unit to get it back up and running, with the screen. I said, that sounds good. Thank you so much. So she did all that. And then she was like, but I can still schedule you because in case that doesn't work. And then she was like, scratch that. I'm not going to do that. She said, because she said, what if they have you to do something and then it goes down altogether? Then you're going to have to call. And she said it just like that. You're going to have to call us. I said, no, I'm not going to have to call you, because if it's the thermostat, I said, I can go with any heating and cooling company that I want to, especially since I have to pay. And back to my backup, because I still didn't get to the point. The thermostat isn't covered. It had a 5-year warranty, and I found out all Linux thermostats only come with a 5-year warranty, and the warranty has expired. So if it was the thermostat, which it was the thermostat, then I can go with any company for the thermostat. Okay, so I said, well, I need the Linux number. And so she hem-hawed and everything going. I was like, you know what, we're through. Let me get the number to Linux, and then I can call them and I'll go from there. Well, I'm just letting you know, if it's not the thermostat and it's something else and your whole furnace goes out, I said, I'm not going to have to call you. I said, and if I do, why are you so concerned about what I'm going to need to do? I said, not have to, but need to, or what I decide to do. I said, just give me the number and I'll go from there. So she finally unarsed the number. So I called the number, and as soon as I talked to the lady from Linux and told her what was going on, she said, okay, go touch the screen. So I went and touched the screen. She said, did it light up? I said, it lit up, but nothing's there. She's like, there's nothing I can do. It is the thermostat. She said, I've been working here for 25 years. It's your thermostat. It's gone. So she was really nice. That lady's name was Judy. The first lady I talked to was Holly. Believe me, I write down names. So Judy was real nice. She was like, listen, she was like, that particular thermostat has trouble. I said, yeah, I found out when I went online, and because it's called the IS Comfort. That's the name of it. So, and with the model number, she said they have since discontinued it after a class action lawsuit. She said, once upon a time, and that's what I was told this, I didn't think that there was no other compatible thermostat. She said once upon a time it wasn't compatible. She said other thermostats wasn't compatible to the Linux, but after the class action lawsuit, we had to discontinue it, she said, and that freed up for other companies to make compatible thermostats. She said, what you do is, she said, pull up Linux.com and call all the Linux providers in your area. She said, you may even want to go outside of the realm of Linux and just call any heating and cooling place in your area, and they may carry a thermostat that's compatible. So that's what I did. I found only 2 Linux certified dealers in my area. One doesn't even come to my city because they were so far away, and the other one I left a message and they never called back. So I started calling all the different heating and cooling places here in my town that's close to me, and so I was getting some good deals, and I just kept calling just to get my estimates. So the one that I found, which is Cranes, they were the cheapest. They have a basic unit that isn't touch screen. And so for everything, this would be the service call, the installation, and everything that needs to be done, and the thermostat itself, them coming, and the labor for everything, $220. Can't beat that. Okay, then they have the touch one. They have a touch one like what I have, but it's just a different brand for $310, and that's for everything. So the right now it's a toss up between the basic and the touch. And the touch, I don't need Wi-Fi. I would just need Wi-Fi for my phone to work it from the phone, but even if the power goes down or whatever, it'll still work from the wall, whereas the one that I have now will not. Okay, so anyway, so I may go with that, and I'm being helped on this venture, so it depends on what the person is willing to help me with. But I did tell her about both prices, and I told her what we're waiting on now. The guy from Crane, he has to call me back, or doesn't have to, but he'll need to call me back in the morning because he wasn't quite sure about the basic one. And so he wanted to double check with the technician to make sure. And it was almost 5 o'clock when we spoke. So he said he would call me back first thing in the morning to tell me 100% sure. He said he's almost sure that the basic will be compatible with the Linux. He said, but he wanted to make 100% certain because he didn't want to have me banking on that one. And it turns out that I have to upgrade to the one that's 310. So that's what I'm waiting on now. So he'll call first thing in the morning. I'll get scheduled and we'll get this done and taken care of. I'm just thanking God that I'm not going to be out of $1,500. And I was told that although the furnace is still working, the Linux lady did inform me that it is going to go out. She said, you're fortunate because usually the furnace goes out immediately. She said, but in a lot of cases, it'll run for months and then go out. She said, and it's probably because your furnace isn't running constantly. It's just kicking on once you hit that temperature. She said, but once summer comes and you're running the air and it's going to be run a lot more, that's when it would have gone out on you. She said, so getting this done now is the prime time. And that's for sure because once the heat kicks up, heating and cooling costs usually skyrocket. I'm at the perfect timing because we're at the tail end of winter where I can go without heat right now if I needed to and just cover up and bundle up. Or, I can crack a window if it gets too hot. So it's the perfect time of year for this type of work to be done. So I'm thankful. And before I get off, I found this today in my closet. I forgot about it. I bought this back in, I think, October. I bought it and it was like on clearance. I think I paid like $4 or $5 for this. And my thought was, oh, I'm gonna wear this all winter. Put it in my closet, hung it in my closet and totally forgot about it. Well, when I went to my closet last night to get the yarn for to finish off the Que-stead-Que bag, I saw it and I was like, I didn't wear this all winter. It's just been hanging here brand new, okay? I was like, I don't care how warm it gets today. I'm putting it on. So here I am in my little hoodie. It has a hood on it and it slips over the head and it has sleeves. It's nice and cozy. So I'll wear it. I wore it today and this will be it until next winter because tomorrow, and it's fleece, see? Tomorrow we're supposed to hit 70. So, and the day after, and it's not supposed to get cool again until next week. And by then, my heat will be fixed and stuff and and all that. So I'm going to just hang it back up and not wear it anymore. But I wanted to at least wear it one time this season so I can say that I wore it. And it is nice and cozy. So I look forward to wearing this next winter when it gets cold again. I guess I'll pull it out in November, and I'll make sure I don't forget. I'm going to set an alarm saying, don't forget to pull out that hoodie thing. I guess it's a hoodie thing. I don't know what it's called, because it's not a robe. It's like a top. It's like a hoodie, but you can wear it, and it comes down to my knees even when I'm standing up. I love it. Yep, it's oversized. It's a one size fit all, but I like it. Okay, I'm rambling again, so I'm gonna get off. Plus, I feel awkward staring into the back of my phone. I don't know if I'm in frame or not. So I'm gonna get off. I just wanted to give y'all an update, not have y'all waiting. So once it's fixed and once I have my new thermostat, I will come back and show you that. And so if you don't see me tomorrow, you may see me in a couple of days, at least by the weekend. So you all have a wonderful evening, and God bless you all. And hello, Renee and Diane. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.